At the beginning of the next 10 years, a significant change in Southeast Asia's Air Force balance is anticipated. With the F-35 Lightning II, Singapore became the first country to operate fifth-generation fighter jets. Now, Vietnam must get ready for a comparable technical advancement. In an effort to preserve the balance of air power in the area, the Vietnamese Ministry of Defense is allegedly completing arrangements to purchase the Sukhoi Su-57 Felon stealth fighter jet from Russia. Vietnam plans to start using these stealth fighter jets to support its front lines in the early 2030s, according to a report from Military Watch magazine. This move is a significant effort to retire its elderly Soviet-era fleet, which consists of about 30 Su-22 attack fighter jets and 12 Su-27 air superiority fighters. It goes beyond simple modernization. This action is also a reaction to the state of Vietnam's Su-30 fleet, which, despite being more recent, is starting to run the risk of becoming obsolete due to the rise of sophisticated fighter jets like China's J-16 and J-20, as well as the increasingly powerful F-15EX and F-35 in the Pacific. The Su-57 is the most sensible option for Hanoi to close the technological gap because the nation's combat ecosystem is mostly dependent on Russian technology. The Vietnamese military can regularly patrol the disputed South China Sea from the mainland because of this fighter jet's incredibly extended operational range. The present Su-30 fleet's radar capabilities are substantially inferior to those of the Su-57, which can detect and fight cross-generational threats to its AESA radar and sophisticated sensor fusion system. The most recent radar-absorbent material RAM installed on the Su-57 may absorb resonance or natural frequencies, making it more difficult for hostile radar to detect. The fighter jet may actually approach enemy defenses unnoticed up to 300 meters away because of its stealth characteristics. Known as a fifth-generation fighter jet, the Sukhoi Su-57 places a high value on stealth. The Su-57's radar cross-section, RCS, is thought to be as low as 0.3 to 0.4 square meters, whereas the Su-27 and Su-30's RCS can reach 15 square meters. Its utilization of an internal weapons bay is a major component of its stealth. There are 12 attachment places for weapons or equipment on the Su-57's internal and 6 exterior. A 30mm 9A1407 1kg SH-30-1 internal autocannon with 150 rounds of ammo is part of the Su-57's weaponry. This fighter jet's combat performance in Ukraine, from pinpoint strikes in heavily defended airspace to suppression of enemy air defenses SEAD missions, has greatly improved its attractiveness. Vietnam is anticipated to hold off until the early 2030s, when the Su-57M1 model will be ready for export. This version incorporates the most recent AL-51F1 engine, which allows for supercruise capability, speeds above Mach 2 without the need for an afterburner. It is also said to have reduced maintenance costs than the previous Su-27 fleet and to be more efficient than the Su-30 family.